she is a messenger from above. She's like an angel on earth. She walks through life and she just touches people wherever she goes. She literally just goes right on with her life, like as though she is not disabled. She will pretty much go anywhere. She can pull that contraption along. She has a little leash attached to it, and if I could pull her along, she will just keep going. She will go straight up a mountain. Woo-hoo! She brings out like the good side in people. They'll stop because of her and get into conversation, and I think it just puts them in that better place. She got hit by a car.
She's gonna be okay now?
She's paralyzed.
Forever?
Yeah.
How's she handling it?
Great.
Yeah?
She doesn't let life hold her back.
The reason that most handicapped animals that I've worked with and seen have such a tremendous quality of life is because they are holding on to teach us a greater lesson.
Even though your animal or an animal that you might be thinking of adopting might have a disability, it doesn't inhibit them from having a great relationship with you because their heart and soul and commitment are still there.
We can have disabled animals just like we have disabled people and find ways for them to live amazing lives.
There's been so many times I've just been looking at her and thought, like, she was meant to be hit by that car. She was meant to survive because she was meant to be a beacon of light and like a messenger of God's will. Coral came into my life in a rather unusual way. A friend of mine used to babysit for some people that we knew, and as it turns out, they had this pit bull that they kept locked in the closet. And we would go over there all the time. We didn't even know that they had a dog. And one day the girl was like, "Oh, you want to meet our dog?" And she opens up the closet, and out comes this lickety-friendly pit bull. She had witnessed abuse of the dog. And the guy used to use her as a punching bag, throw her against the wall, kick her with his like steel-toed Timberland boots on, and keep her locked in the closet for like, I don't know, 30, 40 hours without letting her go to the bathroom. We knew we had to do something about it, and taking the legal channels wasn't really working, so my friend just kind of took her. And we were going to find her a home, but we knew how difficult it is for people to accept a pit bull, so she just ended up staying with us. And you know, at first she was nervous and kind of scared, but she was always a little sweetheart and really friendly, and she would love to cuddle and come under the covers, and she would lick you to death. I'll never forget that. She went from being in the closet to like going to the beach, going to like the Great Smoky Mountains, like doing all this stuff within like a week. It was on Easter Day, and I brought two of the dogs, Corbin and Coral, out to Malibu. And literally, as we were crossing the street from the beach back to my car, it was right across. It was like a straight line across from one side to the other on this residential road in Malibu. There were no cars anywhere in sight, signs everywhere that say children and pets at play, drive carefully, drive slowly. I see a car coming from down the end of the road, and I'm thinking, God, they're going really fast. So I went to like kind of hold Corbin because he'll chase after tires if he's in like the country or something. So I didn't want him to get in the way. So I kind of went to push him out of the way, and my clients were kind of on the other side. And as the car is coming right at us, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this car is not going to stop. It is not going to slow down. Like, what is wrong with them? And then I turned to look to see where's Coral, and she's like smack dab in the center of the street. And before I could even like stop to think about what to do, the car just went bam and just completely clocked her. I mean, it just smashed her. At that moment, I was like already making peace in my mind that like my dog was dead. When the car left and the dust settled, and all of a sudden I see Coral, and she pulls herself out of the street. And she's dragging the back of her, you know, she looked kind of like a seal. I knew immediately something happened to her legs. I mean, you could tell from looking at her. My first thought was that she, you know, was paralyzed or her spine got hurt. But I was amazed that, like, the top half of her body was, like, basically okay.